Ladies and gentlemen, control your mouth, mood, money, and mind. These 4 elements will shape your destiny. What you speak, how you react, what you invest in, and what you focus on, these things determine the quality of your life. Yet so many people let their emotions control them, let their money slip through their fingers, let their thoughts wander in directions that lead to destruction. But not you, not anymore. You are here because you refuse to be ordinary. You refuse to let life happen to you. You are here to take charge. The difference between a person who thrives and a person who merely survives is control. Control over their mouth, their emotions, their finances, and their mind. The moment you master these, you master life itself. Your words hold power, more power than you realize. They shape your reality, define your relationships, and carve the path you walk. Every word you speak is either building you up or tearing you down. It's either opening doors or slamming them shut. Yet people talk without thinking. They let emotions drive their tongue. They let anger pour out. They let doubt and fear manifest through the very words they speak. And then they wonder why their life isn't where they want it to be. You see, words aren't just sounds coming out of your mouth. Words are energy. Words plant seeds. Words create the world you live in. Speak negativity, and negativity will surround you. Speak doubt, and you will find yourself stuck in the same place year after year, never moving forward. But speak life, speak strength, speak faith, speak possibility, and watch how the universe starts working in your favor. Too many people talk themselves out of their own blessings. They say, I'm not good enough. I'll never make it. Nothing ever works out for me. And the universe listens. Life gives you exactly what you ask for. You declare failure before you even try. You curse your own journey before you even take the first step. And then you wonder why doors don't open. It's because you lock them with your own words. It's time to change that. It's time to speak with purpose, with power, with intention. You need to guard your mouth like you would guard a treasure chest, because that's exactly what it is. A vault that holds the power to shape your future. You don't just say things because you feel like it. You don't just let words fly out carelessly. No, you speak with wisdom. You speak with clarity. You speak in alignment with where you want to go. When you wake up in the morning, what are the first words that come out of your mouth? Are you already complaining? Are you already speaking doubt into your day? Or do you wake up and say, today is mine. I will conquer today. I will make the most of every opportunity. Because let me tell you something, the way you start your day, the way you talk about your life, it all adds up. It all compounds. And it's not just about what you say to yourself. It's about what you say to others. Some of you destroy your own relationships because you don't know how to control your mouth. You let anger talk, you let pride talk, you let pain talk, and before you know it, you've pushed people away that were meant to be in your life. You've ruined opportunities because you couldn't hold your tongue when you needed to. Silence is power. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to defend yourself every time. You don't have to explain yourself to people who have already made up their minds about you. Sometimes the best thing you can do is say nothing at all. Let your actions speak. Let your growth speak. Let your success speak. But your words, choose them wisely. And it's not just about keeping quiet. It's about speaking the right things. You want to be successful? Start speaking success into your life. You want to be strong? Start speaking strength into your soul. You want to change your life? Start changing your language. Because if you keep talking the way you've always talked, you'll keep living the way you've always lived. You have a choice every single day. You can use your words to build or destroy. You can use your words to encourage or to tear down. And what you choose will reflect in every area of your life. Because words become thoughts, and thoughts become actions, and actions become habits. And habits create your destiny. So ask yourself, what kind of life do you want? What kind of future do you see for yourself? Whatever it is, start speaking it into existence. Watch your mouth, because it's watching you. Your emotions are like fire. Controlled, they can warm your soul, light your path, and fuel your purpose. But if you let them run wild, they will burn everything in their path. Your relationships, your opportunities, your peace. Too many people let their mood dictate their actions, their words, their entire life. And then they wonder why they feel stuck. They wonder why they keep running into the same problems, making the same mistakes. losing the same battles. It's because they haven't learned the power of control. See, life is not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. The world will test you. People will push your buttons. Situations will challenge your patience. But you have a choice. You can react or you can respond. You can let anger drive you, or you can take the wheel and steer yourself toward peace. You can let frustration make you say things you'll regret, or you can pause, take a breath, and move with wisdom. People lose themselves in the heat of the moment. They let one bad hour ruin an entire day. They let one negative comment turn into a spiral of self-doubt. They let one disappointment make them throw in the towel. But a strong person, a person who understands the power of their mind, does not let emotions control them. They feel the emotion, they acknowledge it, but they don't let it make their decisions for them. You ever notice how people who lack self-control are always in chaos? They're always in drama, always in conflict, always in some kind of trouble. And it's not because life is harder for them, it's because they have not mastered their emotions. They move based on feelings instead of wisdom. They let their mood make their choices. And when you let your mood run your life, you will always find yourself reacting instead of creating. You will always find yourself on the defensive, trying to fix what your emotions destroyed. Control is power. When you can keep your emotions in check, you can walk into any room with confidence. You can face any challenge with clarity. You can make decisions that serve your future instead of your temporary feelings. Because feelings come and go, but the consequences of your actions last. Think about it. How many times have you said something in anger that you wish you could take back? How many times have you made a choice in frustration that cost you an opportunity? How many times have you let your emotions make the call, only to regret it later? That is why you must take control. You must be the master of your mind, not a slave to your emotions. A disciplined mind is a powerful mind. When you can stay calm in the face of chaos, you win. When you can think clearly when everyone else is panicking, you stand out. When you can move with patience instead of impulse, you set yourself apart. And that's what control is. It's not about ignoring your emotions. It's about owning them. It's about feeling anger, but not letting it make you foolish. It's about feeling hurt, but not letting it make you bitter. It's about feeling fear, but not letting it stop you from moving forward. Some people let their emotions destroy their relationships. They take out their stress on the people they love. They let insecurity turn into jealousy, turn into arguments, turn into broken connections. They push people away and then wonder why they feel alone. But when you learn to control your mood, you stop letting your temporary emotions do permanent damage. Some people let their emotions destroy their dreams. They give up because things didn't go their way. They quit because they had one bad day. They let a moment of doubt make them throw away years of effort. But when you control your mind, you push through. You understand that feelings are temporary, but purpose is permanent. You don't let a bad mood make a bad decision. The strongest people in the world are not the ones who never feel emotion. They are the ones who know how to manage it. They don't run from fear, they walk through it. They don't suppress anger, they channel it into something productive. They don't get lost in sadness, they find their way out. And that's what you must do. You must learn to separate feelings from facts. Just because you feel doubt doesn't mean you should stop. Just because you feel anger doesn't mean you should lash out. Just because you feel tired doesn't mean you should quit. Your emotions are visitors. They come and they go. But your purpose, your vision, your discipline, that is what should guide you. So ask yourself, are you in control of your emotions, or are your emotions in control of you? Because the answer to that question will determine the kind of life you live. Your money is a reflection of your mindset. It's not just about how much you make. It's about how you manage it, how you respect it, how you control it. A fool can make $1 million and lose it all in a year. A wise person can take a small amount and turn it into something great. The difference? Control, discipline, awareness. See, too many people are living paycheck to paycheck not because they don't make enough, but because they don't know how to manage what they have. They spend recklessly. They buy things to impress people who don't even care. They chase instant gratification instead of long-term security, and then they wonder why they feel trapped. They wonder why they can't get ahead. It's because they haven't mastered control over their money. Money is energy. It flows to those who respect it. It stays with those who handle it with wisdom. But if you treat it carelessly, if you waste it, if you use it to fill emotional voids instead of building your future, it will slip right through your fingers. You will always feel like you're struggling, no matter how much you earn. Look around. How many people do you know who make good money but are still broke? They drive a nice car but can't afford an emergency. They wear expensive clothes but are drowning in debt. They live in a big house but are one paycheck away from losing it all. That's not wealth. That's not security. That's an illusion. And illusions fade. Real wealth starts with control. It starts with the discipline to say no to things that don't serve your future. It starts with the wisdom to invest in assets instead of liabilities. It starts with the patience to build something lasting instead of chasing quick wins. But most people don't want to hear that. They want to live for today. They want to show off. They want to prove something. And that's why they stay stuck. If you want financial freedom, you have to change your mindset. Stop looking at money as something to spend and start seeing it as something to grow. Stop trying to impress people and start trying to impress your future self. Stop making decisions based on what feels good right now and start making decisions that will put you in a better position tomorrow. A person who controls their money controls their future. They don't move based on impulse. They move based on strategy. They don't buy things just because they can. They buy things because they make sense. They don't spend to look rich. They spend to become rich. And there's a difference. Think about the people who truly have wealth, not just the ones who look like they do. They don't waste money on things that don't matter. They don't spend just to impress. They make smart moves. They think long term. They invest in their future. And that's why they have freedom. That's why they don't stress when hard times come, because they built something real. Now, let me ask you, are you building something real, or are you just playing a game? Are you using your money wisely, or are you wasting it on things that won't matter a year from now? Are you in control of your money, or is your money in control of you? Because if you don't control your money will control you. It will keep you in cycles of stress. It will keep you working just to survive. It will keep you dependent on a paycheck, unable to break free. And that is not the life you want. That is not the life you were meant to live. You were meant for more. But to get there, you have to make a decision. You have to decide that you will no longer let your emotions dictate your spending. You will no longer waste money on things that don't serve you. You will no longer be a slave to debt, to bad habits, to financial stress. You will take control. You will be disciplined. You will build something real. Because when you control your money, you control your choices. And when you control your choices, you control your life. Your mind is the command center of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make, every single thing you experience, it all starts in the mind. If you don't control it, it will control you. If you don't direct it, it will be directed for you. If you don't guard it, it will be filled with negativity, doubt, fear, and distractions. And once your mind is compromised, everything else falls apart. You ever wonder why some people stay stuck in the same cycles? Why they can't seem to break free? It's not their circumstances. It's not bad luck. It's their mindset. It's the way they think. It's the way they allow their mind to dictate their life instead of taking control. Your thoughts are powerful. What you dwell on, you become. If you fill your mind with fear, you'll live in fear. If you fill your mind with negativity, your world will seem dark. If you let doubt creep in, you'll hesitate when you should be moving forward. But if you train your mind, if you take control of your thoughts, if you discipline yourself to think with purpose, with clarity, with strength, then nothing and no one can stop you. Most people don't even realize how much their mind is working against them. They let every little negative thought settle in. They let doubts dictate their actions. They allow distractions to steal their focus. And they wonder why they can't move forward. They wonder why they feel stuck. It's because they haven't taken control of the most powerful tool they have, their mind. You have to be intentional about what you let in. You have to guard your thoughts like your life depends on it. Because it does. You can't just wake up and let the world pour anything it wants into your mind. You can't just scroll through social media, watching negativity, comparing yourself to others, feeding your mind with garbage, and expect to have clarity, confidence, and peace. It doesn't work like that. You have to filter what you allow in. You have to replace doubt with belief. You have to silence the noise of the world and listen to the truth within you. You have to be so focused, so disciplined, so in control of your thoughts that nothing shakes you, nothing moves you, nothing throws you off course. People talk about success like it's some big mystery, but it's not. It starts in the mind. It starts with what you tell yourself every day. It starts with what you believe is possible. It starts with the habits you build, the thoughts you entertain, the discipline you develop. That's what separates the great from the average. That's what determines who rises and who stays where they are. You have to learn to master your mind. You have to train yourself to think differently. You have to practice self-discipline every single day. You can't just let life happen to you. You can't just let your thoughts run wild. You have to take control. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they give up in their mind before they even begin. They fail because they talk themselves out of greatness. They fail because they let fear and doubt run the show. And until you learn to control your mind, you will always be limited. You will always be at the mercy of your emotions. You will always be one bad day, one negative comment, one setback away from falling apart. But when you take control of your mind, when you develop mental toughness, when you train yourself to push past doubt, fear, and negativity, then nothing can stop you. Then you become unstoppable. Then you move through life with power, with confidence, with certainty. You don't have to let the past define you. You don't have to let other people's opinions dictate your future. You don't have to let circumstances control your destiny. You have the power to take control of your mind, to shape your reality, to create the life you want. But it starts with a decision to be disciplined, a decision to be focused, a decision to no longer let your mind be a battleground for negativity, fear, and doubt. Because the world will try to break you, life will test you, people will try to distract you, discourage you, and make you doubt yourself. But if your mind is strong, if your thoughts are in alignment with your purpose, if you have trained yourself to be in control, then nothing will shake you, nothing will move you, nothing will stop you from becoming everything you were meant to be. Your money is a reflection of your discipline, your mindset, and your habits. It is not just about how much you make, but how you manage what you have. Some people think the key to wealth is earning more, but that's not the full story. If you don't have control over your money, it doesn't matter how much you make. It will slip right through your fingers. You ever see someone come into a lot of money, and before you know it, they are broke again? That's because they never learned control. They never learned discipline. They never respected money. And if you don't respect money, it will leave you just as fast as it came. You have to understand something. Money is a tool, not a master. If you let money control you, you will always be chasing it, always be stressed about it, always be afraid of losing it. But when you take control, when you manage it wisely, when you use it as a tool to build a better life, then it starts working for you. Too many people out here trying to impress people who don't even care about them. Spending money they don't have on things they don't need just to look a certain way, just to fit in, just to feel like they made it. That is a dangerous game, because when the money runs out, what do you have left? Nothing. No foundation, no security, no freedom. Money doesn't define you, but how you handle it does. It shows your discipline, your self-control, your ability to think long-term instead of just chasing temporary pleasure. It's easy to spend recklessly. It's easy to buy everything you want the moment you want it. But that's not power, that's weakness. Real power is restraint. Real power is knowing you could spend it all, but you choose not to. Real power is making your money work for you instead of you working for money for the rest of your life. See, wealth is not about luck, it's about habits, it's about discipline, it's about making the right decisions every single day. Most people want wealth, but they don't want to do what it takes to get there. They want the lifestyle, but not the responsibility. They want the success, but not the discipline. You can't have one without the other. You have to learn how to manage your money before you ever have a lot of it. You have to learn how to save, how to invest, how to delay gratification. People say money changes you, but that's not true. Money reveals you. It amplifies who you already are. If you're irresponsible with a little, you'll be irresponsible with a lot. If you're careless now, more money will only magnify that carelessness. That's why so many people who win the lottery end up broke. That's why so many athletes and celebrities lose it all. Because they never learned how to control money, how to respect it, how to manage it. You don't have to be rich to be financially secure. You don't have to make millions to have control over your life. What you need is wisdom. What you need is patience. What you need is to stop letting emotions dictate your financial decisions. You need to stop trying to keep up with people who don't even know your name. You need to stop buying things to impress people who don't care about you. You need to start thinking long term, because true wealth isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's about freedom. It's about choices. It's about never having to be at the mercy of someone else because you didn't handle your finances properly. You work too hard to be broke. You sacrifice too much to have nothing to show for it. So start respecting your money. Start telling it where to go instead of wondering where it went. Start thinking about your future instead of just today. The ones who master this, the ones who understand the power of financial control, they're the ones who win in the long run. Because while everyone else is out here chasing money, they're making money work for them. While everyone else is spending to impress, they are building security. While everyone else is trapped in a cycle of debt and stress, they are free. And freedom, that is the real wealth. Your mind is the battlefield. Everything starts there. Before anything happens in your life, it happens in your mind first. Every success, every failure, every breakthrough, every breakdown, it all begins with a thought. And if you don't control your mind, it will control you. If you let negativity run wild, it will take over. If you let doubt, fear, and insecurity sit in your mind too long, they will grow roots. They will become your reality. That's why mastering your mind is the key to mastering your life. You have to guard your thoughts like a soldier at war. You have to be on high alert because the enemy is always looking for a way in. And what is that enemy? Self-doubt, fear, excuses, procrastination, comparing yourself to others, worrying about things you can't control. That is the real battle. It's not outside of you, it's inside. If you don't learn how to win in your mind, you will never win in life. Most people don't even realize they are being controlled by their thoughts. They wake up every morning with the same negative patterns. They tell themselves they can't do it. They tell themselves they're not good enough. They let past failures dictate their future, and before the day even begins, they have already lost. Because they let their mind defeat them before they even step out the door. That's how powerful your mind is. It can be your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. You ever notice how two people can go through the same situation and come out with completely different results? One person crumbles under pressure, the other person rises. One person lets failure break them, the other person lets it build them. It's not about the situation. It's about the mindset. It's about how you process the situation. It's about how you decide to see it. Your mind is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it needs to be trained. You have to discipline your mind like an athlete disciplines their body. You have to feed it the right things. You can't fill it with junk and expect it to perform at a high level. What are you feeding your mind? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What kind of conversations are you having? Because all of that is shaping your thoughts. All of that is programming your mind for success or failure. If you want to control your mind, you have to take control of what you consume. Stop feeding yourself negativity. Stop entertaining doubt. Stop engaging in conversations that do nothing but drain your energy. Stop following people who make you feel small. Stop comparing your life to people on social media. Stop wasting time on things that do not make you better. If it does not serve you, if it does not elevate you, if it does not push you forward, let it go. You have to be intentional about what you allow in your mind. Because whatever you let in will grow. If you let negativity in, it will grow. If you let excuses in, they will grow. If you let distractions in, they will take over. But if you feed your mind with discipline, with focus, with faith, with wisdom, then that will grow. That will strengthen you. That will empower you. People say success is about talent, but talent means nothing without the right mindset. People say it's about luck, but luck won't help you if your mind is weak. Your mind has to be stronger than your emotions, because your emotions will lie to you. Your emotions will tell you to quit when it gets hard. Your emotions will make you doubt yourself. Your emotions will convince you that you're not capable, but your mind, if trained properly, will override those emotions. Your mind will keep you steady when life shakes you. Your mind will keep you disciplined when you feel lazy. Your mind will keep you focused when distractions come knocking. This is why so many people struggle, because they have no control over their thoughts. Their emotions run the show. One bad day and they spiral. One setback and they give up. One failure and they stop trying. But the ones who succeed, the ones who make it, the ones who rise above, they have mastered their mind. They have learned how to control their inner world so that nothing in the outer world can break them. So ask yourself, who is in control? Your mind or your emotions? Are you thinking with clarity, or are you reacting to every little thing life throws at you? Are you focused, or are you distracted? Are you disciplined, or are you letting your feelings dictate your actions? This is the real work. This is the real challenge. And until you master this, nothing else will change. You can work as hard as you want. You can chase every goal. You can have all the skills, all the knowledge, all the resources. But if your mind is not right, you will always sabotage yourself. If your mind is not strong, you will always find a way to lose. So make the decision. Take control. Train your mind. Guard your thoughts. Feed yourself wisdom. Discipline yourself. Because the moment you master your mind is the moment you take control of your entire life. At the end of the day, everything comes down to control. Not control over the world, not control over other people, but control over yourself. That is the real power. That is the real freedom. Because when you learn to control your mind, your mood, your money, and your mouth, you put yourself in a position where nothing and no one can break you. You move differently. You think differently. You respond differently. You don't react to every little thing. You don't let people pull you into their drama. You don't let temporary emotions make permanent decisions for you. You don't let your circumstances dictate your character. Control your mind, and you control your life. Because the mind is where everything starts. If you don't get your mind right, you will always be at war with yourself. You will always be chasing peace instead of living in it. You will always be trying to fix things on the outside when the real work needs to be done on the inside. That's why so many people stay stuck. They're looking for solutions in the wrong places. They think success is about luck. They think happiness comes from money. They think peace comes from avoiding problems. But the truth is, everything you want starts within. If you don't have control over your own mind, no amount of success will satisfy you. No amount of money will make you feel secure. No amount of distractions will silence the noise in your head. Control your mouth and you control your relationships. Because words have power. The way you speak, the way you communicate, the way you respond to conflict, it all matters. One wrong word can destroy trust. One reckless moment can cost you everything. That's why discipline is key. That's why self-awareness is necessary. You have to be intentional with your words, because once they leave your mouth, you can't take them back. Control your money and you control your future. Because financial discipline is not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. It's about how you manage what you have. It's about making smart decisions today so that you are not struggling tomorrow. It's about understanding that money is a tool, not a master. It's about having the wisdom to use it in a way that builds, not just in a way that spins. Control your emotions and you control your destiny. Because life will test you, people will test you, situations will challenge you, and if you let emotions run the show, you will always be one step away from losing control. The strongest people are not the ones who never feel anything. They are the ones who feel everything but still choose discipline over impulse, wisdom over reaction, self-control over self-destruction. This is your life, and every single day you are either building it or breaking it with your choices. The way you think, the way you speak, the way you act, it all adds up. And the people who make it, the people who rise above, the people who create real success and real peace, they understand one thing. Control is the key to everything.